So some people call it a statement of purpose, others call it a study plan, others even call it a statement of intention to study in Canada. Quite confusing, right? Yes, but I think I'm going to call it a statement of purpose because that is what I wrote and that is what I use for my visa application. Yes, so yes, stay with me whilst I read my statement of purpose that made me earn my study permit in 1 month 2 weeks. Stay with me whilst I bring you this video. Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today it's wonderful. It's always wonderful to have you here, and I'm always giddy about coming here. So yes, this is more like I always say, I'm just here to share my experiences and everything. I want you to come here too, and so that is my purpose. That is what I believe is my purpose, and so I do anything that is going to make it easier for anyone at all to travel to Canada. And I believe that this visa process is something that you can do, and so why not share what I have? Yes. And so for the purposes of this video, I'm not saying that this is the perfect statement of purpose. No, this video is not the perfect, this particular statement of purpose, I wouldn't call it the perfect statement of purpose. I believe statement of purpose is how you write it. So some people can even write a 1-page statement of purpose and they can get their visa approved. I wrote a 2-page statement of purpose. I know people who write as much as 4 pages and still get their visa approved. Some write half a page and still get their get their visa approved. And so statement of purpose is not just about write the pages, it's about putting in the important facts. And so for the purposes of this video, please, this is a disclaimer, do not use my statement. I'm not even going to share it. I'm not going to add it to the description section. I'm just going to read it out for you to probably follow for your own process. And so for the purposes of this video, if you see me looking in this direction, that is because my statement of purpose is actually here. Yes, my statement of purpose is here, and so I'll be reading it out to you, but I'll still be looking at you as much as I can. Yes, so yes, my address. So when you start, personally I started with my address was at the right side, and the address of the embassy was at the left side. So it was just more like in T Manuela, my GPS code in Ghana, my street address, and then the date, which was actually 14th April 2023. And I addressed it to the visa officer, High Commission Canada, 42 Independence Avenue, Accra, Ghana. And I was just like, dear sir or madam. I didn't say dear immigration officer. Some people do that. Some people just say dear officer, dear immigration officer or something, but I just wrote dear sir or madam. And my heading was statement of purpose for study visa application for my master's degree in French at the University of Manitoba, Canada. And so yes, I'm going to start with it. And yes, so the first part was just something about myself, like where I'm employed at, my duties, what I actually do there, because I feel like you have to give them what you do, okay, especially if the program you're coming to do is more like a build up on what you are doing in your company. Mine was the case. So I felt like yes, it will be very prudent for me to share what I do as duties, just so they understand why I need to take my master's degree. And so I was like, my name is Emanuela T, with passport identification number, that I'm currently employed as a at one of Ghana's most reputable companies with a long history of providing clients with high quality And so I was like, I typically carry out administrative support duties and some other duties, like, then I mentioned the duties. So that was my first paragraph. Now, my second paragraph was about my background, my educational background, and what I've done before. So I was like, I graduated from Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology with a bachelor's degree in French. I had the chance to take part in a language immersion program at the Centre Béninois de Langue Étrangère, Sebelaye, in Benin during my undergraduate studies, which enabled me to develop both my interpersonal and French language communication skills. At the Ghanaian Embassy in Cotonou, Benin, I also got the opportunity to participate in an internship program as a translation assistant. Following the completion of my bachelor's degree program, I was chosen to work as a teaching assistant at the Department of Language and Communication Sciences. My responsibilities included assisting students with their research work, organizing tutorials, assisting lecturers with their audio-visual equipment, and instructing students from the business school in a course called French for Communication. So at this point in time, I'm letting them know my background. Like, yes, I'm making them know that yes, I really do have a serious background in French. I have done my bachelor's degree. I have experience, learning how to actually, putting myself in an immersion program to actually learn how to speak and speak well, to sharpen my oral skills and my listening skills and all other skills in French. And so yes, and I spoke about my national service, which I'm making them know that I was a teaching assistant. So that makes them know that yes, my long history, like I've used the French in my career. Then that was my second paragraph. So my next paragraph was, I decided to further my education by pursuing a Master of Arts program in French at the University of Manitoba in order to advance my education, acquire the necessary skill set for my current position, and meet the growing demand for French language professionals in my home country. Now, I chose the University of Manitoba because it is a top research institution in Western Canada with a long history of educating students from different regions and cultures. Yes, which is very, very true. And my program is actually research thesis based, so it makes sense that it's quite important for me to know if the school is well endowed in research, which I did. There was absolutely no doubt that the University of Manitoba was the ideal option for me, considering the research component of my program of study, which I already mentioned. Now, the University of Manitoba's affordable international tuition rates, which is so true. Yes, I'm going to probably talk about the best schools to get like the most affordable tuition rates and entrance scholarships in Canada. I'm going to do that in another video, but yeah, for the purposes of this video, we are going to continue with that. So like I was saying, the University of Manitoba's affordable international tuition rates make one's dream of receiving a high quality education achievable. The French department at the university provides a solid grounding in literature, excellent library resources, which is so true, as well as personalized support as you conduct your academic research. Yes, my supervisor is doing that already, so just imagine, it's actually true. My long-term objective of fostering teaching and learning of the French language in my country, as well as eliminating the language barrier between Ghana and our neighboring countries like Togo, Benin, and Cote d'Ivoire, will be made possible by pursuing a master's degree in French. So this part, I'm letting them know why the university, why I chose University of Manitoba. Yes, by saying that yes, they are a top research institution, they have affordable tuition rates, letting them know the resources I saw in the university that made the university the perfect choice for me. So yes, I'm letting them know that yes, there is no other choice for me than the University of Manitoba, because that's where I would want to be. And so I now tell them that all these things is going to help me, okay, when I return, because I would be able to, do what I really want to do, eliminating the language barrier in Ghana, and teaching and other things like that. And so yes, I spoke about that in my third paragraph. Now in my fourth paragraph, I spoke about why Canada. It was a very short one. Canada was my preferred option because it offers the chance for me to broaden my knowledge and build relationships with French scholars from around the world in a country that values intellectual and technological advancement. My decision was additionally influenced by the opportunity to further develop my French language skills in a country where French is an official language. So yes, that was one of my motivations. Yes, and Canada was just the perfect choice for me. Now I come to my financial situation, which was my fifth paragraph, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. So I was like, regarding my financial assistance for my 1 year study at the University of Manitoba, I'm fortunate to have obtained a funding offer from the University of Manitoba, which is called the University of Manitoba Entrance Scholarship, of this amount, which is stated on my admission letter, which will be used to offset my tuition of that amount. Okay, at that point in time, I had not received a second scholarship that I got, and so I didn't state that. So I now mentioned that I have attached my bank statement, which shows a balance of that, enough to pay for the remaining tuition fees, and my estimated, at that time it was 10,000 Canadian dollars. So my estimated 10,000 CAD in living expenses for the year per the Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada (IRCC) into brackets website. Now the next thing is that's the sixth paragraph. At the end of my studies, so now I'm talking about my ties to my home country. At the end of my studies at the University of Manitoba, I would return to reunite with my family, who I have lived with since infancy, and who have played an instrumental part in my life journey, and my loving pet Bruno. I'm going to return to Bruno, yes, who has been with me for approximately 11 years of my life. Yeah, Bruno has been with me since I would say since SHS, when we moved to Ashoman Estate. Yes, so Bruno has been with me for 11 years of my life, so I'll even say 12 years now. Yeah, so I added that yeah, my pet is a reason why I would want to return, who has been with me for approximately 11 years of my life. I would also resume work and continue working towards my future goal of becoming that, as well as my aim of promoting international relations between Ghana and other French-speaking nations. Now I'm letting them know the documents I have attached to this particular letter. So I'm like, please find the following documents attached: a statement from my bank, my admission letter, a letter from the University of Manitoba explaining my tuition fee. So the University of Manitoba has this thing, which I believe is very good. They have something called tuition estimates. So anyone that is applying to the University of Manitoba, or who is planning to come to the University of Manitoba, make sure that you contact, I think it's the registrar's office or something, for this particular tuition estimate. It gives the, because University of Manitoba, we normally use the admission letter for the main application fee, and the admission letter doesn't have your tuition, and so getting the tuition estimate from them helps the embassy to know how much your tuition fee is, entertainment fees, and all other things, and it helps you in breaking down what you have to pay for and what you don't have to pay for. Like, it makes it easier for them to understand you. So I would advise that if you're coming to the University of Manitoba, you contact the registrar's office, I believe, for this tuition estimates. So I was like, a leave letter from my employer, a copy of my employee identification card, a transcript and certificate for my bachelor's degree, a transcript for my diploma in French studies. I told you, like I mentioned earlier, I did a language immersion program in Benin, so I wanted to add that, and a letter of recommendation from the Ghanaian embassy in Cotonou, Benin. When I did my internship, they gave me a particular recommendation letter that I can use everywhere. So I felt like, yes, I was going to let them know that yes, I'm not someone who is coming to cheat the system. I really want to learn and gain the knowledge that I need to be able to achieve a lot of greater heights in my career. Now, my last statement was, I understand that obtaining a visa to Canada will be a privilege conferred on me rather than a right, which is very true. I humbly hope that my application will be approved so I can proceed with my education in Canada. I appreciate you taking the time to review my study visa application despite your busy schedule. I humbly look forward to hearing from you and eagerly anticipate starting my studies in the autumn semester. Thank you. Yours sincerely, Emanuela in T. So that is how I ended it. And this particular document, that is the statement of purpose, and like I'm saying, people call it a study plan too, was uploaded in the client information section. So when I was uploading it, I added my bank statement, which I had already even added in the previous one, my certificates, like I said, my admission letter, and all other required information, my tuition estimate. So now the tuition, I just realized here that the tuition estimate is rather gotten from the International Center Student Affairs. So when you contact the International Center at international@umanitoba.ca, they are going to give you the tuition estimate. Yes, so they did that, and I think the tuition estimate was more like your tuition, faculty and student fees, like your tuition fees. Then they had books and supplies, accommodation and utilities, and they gave a range that was 6,800 to 16,000 CAD, that's dollars. Food, they gave that. Winter clothing, they gave that. Resettlement cost, they gave that. Phone bill, they gave that per month. And transportation for the year, transportation, they also gave that from May to August. And then entertainment, they gave that. So the total was written there, which was around 32,950 to $42,550. I added my leave letter, I added my ID, my transcript, my certificate, and all other relevant information. And like I said, the recommendation I got from Ghana Embassy in Benin, Cotonou. So that was it. So this is the statement of purpose, or the study plan that made me secure my Canadian study permit. And like I'm saying, it's a very simple, straight to the point statement of purpose, but it had all the essential elements. So if you watch my previous video, you'll see I spoke about a whole lot of things. Yes, you have to tell them about yourself. Like you have to be personable. Yes, and likable. Definitely, you have to let them know what you're doing now. You have to let them know your motivation for applying, or for applying for a school in Canada in the first place. You let them know why Canada, why that particular program, how is that program going to help you. Are you going to come back? Yes, your time is very important. So your financial situation, very important. And all other documents you've added, and the fact that you are going to be a very, very good citizen. So yeah, that brings me to the end of the video. I think I've already spent 17 minutes talking, and I wouldn't want to spend much time. So thank you so much for watching the video. Thank you for liking. Like, please and please again, like my video, subscribe, share the video. Your friends need it too. No, we are not being selfish here. No, don't do that. We are not going to be selfish here. I'm not being selfish, so I don't expect you to be selfish. Share the video to other people. Let other people have this video. You might never know, it could help someone. And yes, don't forget to like, connect with me, like comment under the video, and I will definitely reply you. Yeah, we are a family here, and so yes, I'm looking to your winning, and I'm also looking at my winning. Like, we are a family. So if there's anything you would also want to share with me, why not? If you have experiences that differ from my experiences, why not? I'm open to that. Thank you so much for coming. I love you so much, and stay with me in another video. Bye bye.